good? Welcome to another hip hop album review. This is part 115. The album that I'll be reviewing today is Compton's Most Wanted's debut album. It's a Compton Thang, released in 1990. For those who don't know who Compton's Most Wanted are, they consist of 5 members: MCA himself, MC Chill, or he goes by the Chill, Mike T, DJ Unknown, and DJ Slip. Alright, those are the 5 members. They got this start back in the late 80s, particularly 1987, and they actually put out like a video, kind of like a really low budget video, and that song is This Is Compton, and that was actually like their first official video. But like I said, it was kind of like real underground, real low budget and stuff like that. The video's on YouTube, so definitely check. I'll definitely post it down in the description box. Like I said, like, you know, they got it started, like I said, in the late 80s, and, you know, they started working on music and stuff like that, and next thing you know, they came out with this album right here. I just want to say something about this album. This album is actually the reissue. This is not the original 1990 version, because that shit goes for stupid money. How I got this album was actually, somebody on Facebook actually hooked me up. Like, you know, he put me onto like Amazon. Like they were selling for cheap. They were selling for like $12.99, and I was like, yo, I jumped on it because this is like the only album in the discography that's like very hard to come by, and it's expensive. You know what I mean? It goes for stupid money. But all the other albums, like Straight Checking On, Music Drive By, Represent, like they're out of print as well, but they go for a decent. They go for like a. You won't break your pockets buying those albums, you know what I mean? But with this album, like, I got lucky with that, and then I just recently checked it, and I went back on Amazon and checked, you know, just to be curious, like how much it costs, and I see it for like 36 and up, you know what I mean? So expect to pay 36 and up, you know what I mean, just to get this album. So, you know what I mean? So if you want to spend that kind of money, then by all means do it. I don't recommend it, but, you know, if you really want that album bad, then you do what you gotta do, I guess. Alright. There's 3 singles off the album. The singles are One Time Gaffle Them Up, I'm With That, and This Is Compton. Alright, those are the singles off the album. You know how I get down, break through some of the songs and stuff like that. Track 1, I'm not gonna go through all of them, because like there's some that's like they talk about the same thing and stuff like that, so there's really no point in you know, like get into like some of the songs. But anyways, track 1, One Time Gaffle Them Up. You guys might not know if, well, I'm not from Cali, but from what I understand, one time means cop, like police. And how I know this is because you know, if you guys seen the movie Menace to Society, there was a scene where you seen AWAX played by MC8, Old Dog, and Kane, and like his peoples, like chilling in some alleyway, just chilling, like drinking 40s, and, you know, talking and bullshit, you know, just having small talk, whatever. And then I think it was AWAX that's like, yo, one time, and they break out and shit like that. And that's how I found out, like, one time over there in Cali means cop or police, whatever. And so in this track, the first track, One Time Gaffle Them Up, which they have a video for, which I'll post down in the description box. You know, it's sort of about how, you know, the cops, you know, it just deals with police brutality. It's just sort of about how, you know, cops is just, you know, it's just like, because if they suspect you of being in a gang or selling drugs, whatever, you know, they'll like, you know, beat you up and shit like that and stuff like that. And he talks about that in that song. Track, like I said, I'm gonna just break through the songs, because some of the songs, like I said, is like a lot of it's like braggadocio tracks, like on the best, like you Whack MC and stuff like that, and they all got dope beats. So you know what I mean. So it's gonna be like a short review, just to let you guys know that. Let me see. Track 7, Duck Sick. Well, let me say This Is Compton. Track 5, This Is Compton. You know, with that song, it actually it's pretty much like representing Compton. It's just showing how niggas get down in Compton and stuff like that. And there is a video for that. Like I said, this is Compton. The video I was telling you guys about earlier, the low budget video from like 87, 88. So yeah, just pretty much talking about Compton and shit like that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Track 7, Duck Sick. Pretty much dick suck, but Duck Sick, what I got from that is pretty much like, you know, to me it was kind of like a play on Third Base's Gas Face, and you know like that term, like, oh, you get the gas face, and what they mean by that is like, you know, you got dudes that be fronting and shit, that be trying to like play something at night, you know, they being a hater and stuff like that, so you get the duck face. So the same concept with Duck Sick, you know, you say like, yo, you get the duck sick. You know, you can get a duck sick, you know what I mean? Some shit like that, you know. Just like, you know, just pretty much on the same terms of Gas Face, like, yo, you being a hater, you know, you're a jealous dude, you front, trying to act like something you're not, you know, da-da-da, that kind of thing. That's what I got from that. Track 8, Give It Up. You know, pretty much sort about, you know, getting pussy and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, man shit, pretty much, you know what I mean? Track 9, Late Night Hype. Kind of in the same vein, but a lot more smoother. Has like that real quiet storm, like that, kind of like that late 70s, early 80s quiet storm vibe to it. Really slow, very mellow and stuff like that. But it's like kind of like in a romantic type of thing, trying to like talk to the girl, you know, trying to take her out. You know, that's what I got from that. You know, like. You know, like, you know, you trying to do it like the romantic way, but, you know, but without, you know, like, give it up. Like, give it up is like, yo, just give me the pussy, you know, like, that's it, you know what I mean? But with Late Night Hype, it's kind of like the more romantic way of it, pretty much. That's what I got from that joint. And it's a Compton thing. Fucking love that joint right there. Yeah, that's a pretty smooth track, like, type of joint that, you know, you play, like, at night and stuff like that. Has, like, the real night laid back vibe to it, just like Late Night Hype. And that's pretty much it with the review. Like I said, I know it's kind of half-assed, but I'll talk about the album. And my bad, I'm slipping, I forgot to show you guys what the album looks like. This is what the album looks like right here. This is a regular black case, you know, the manufacturer, you know. I hate these kind of CDs, like, you know, you get fingerprints all over them shits. Then, you know, you see like Compton's Most Wanted right here, just chilling right here in the front. Open it up. You know, it tells about like, the people, the credits, you know, like who did what and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's how it came and stuff. So, open it up. As you can see, it's in Japanese, so you know what I mean. So I got it from Japan. I got it for $12.99. So can't beat that. And like the shipping was like $3.99. So, and in here, like you get the lyrics from all the songs and stuff like that. So you open it up. You know, pretty much that's it, man. Alright. And then you open it up. You get like the thank yous from all the members and stuff like that right here. Like I see, Compton's Most Wanted right here. Open it up. Alright. One thing about this album is that you know, like I said, it's rare and it's long out of print and it goes for stupid money. And if I'm not mistaken, like the original version was recorded in analog, with analog equipment. So meaning like the and I could attest to this because I've downloaded the album and stuff like that, you know. But like I said, I was young as hell, so I'm still trying to like get all the albums that I downloaded into CDs and trying to get like the original copies. So, but anyways, what I've noticed is that like with the original copy of their first album was, like I said, was recorded in analog equipment, so which was that the mixing wasn't that good. Yeah, the mixing wasn't that good, and then like with certain songs you had like, if not like the whole album, excuse me, in order for you to listen to it good, you would have to turn up the volume, like to really get like a nice clean sound, which kind of sucks. But with this album, you don't really get this. Kind of like remastered in a sense. They kind of like took care of that in a sense. You know what I mean? So, you know, you still get like not graininess, but you know, you still get like not as much. They really cleaned it up. You know what I mean? That's one thing about the Japanese. Like they really, you know, focus on like quick cleanliness, like when it comes to albums and stuff like that. And another thing too, like, you know, with this album, you're not gonna get the signature MC8 sound. Like, you know, you guys know about the MC8 sound, like, you know, with the, you know, him using like the deep bass lines, like, you know, the synthesis with the synths and stuff, like the strings, like around like 93, 94, like he was using a lot of strings and stuff like that. You don't get that with this album. This album, they use like a lot of soul breaks, a lot of R&B breaks and stuff like that. You know, drum breaks and all that stuff. You know what I mean? And another thing too, like with this album, you know, like in the beginning of every MC8 song, or at least like the later Compton Most Wanted albums, you know, MC8 always starts with the song "Yeah." You don't really hear that too much on this album. You hear it, but not as much, you know, as the other albums, like, and as well as his solo albums. So you don't really hear that too much. But like I said, man, this is a great album. I like it. I love it. You know what I mean? It's very dope. I've noticed you don't really hear too many people talk about this album, especially like when it comes to West Coast Classic and them as a group. You don't really hear too much about Compton's Most Wanted, because when you think of gangster rap, you think of Ice-T, Ice Cube, you know, Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, you know, the whole NWA and stuff like that. But when it comes to gangster rap, you don't really hear too much about Compton's Most Wanted, you know what I mean? And that's probably because like they didn't really get as much play on MTV. They probably did, but not as much. But I felt like they were like more underground compared to those artists that I mentioned from the West Coast. But MC8, I kind of feel like he never got his just due, because I think he's like one of my favorite MCs from the West Coast. But yeah, man, I'm glad to own this joint right here. I've noticed album has like a cult following, and I think it's due to its like rarity of an album. Like just the fact that album is rare, it's hard to find, and it's expensive. So that's probably why it got its rare its cult status and stuff like that. But it's definitely not their most successful album. Like the other albums were more successful, so because I would have to do a review on those. But yeah, stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, I highly recommend this album. If you can find it, I highly recommend picking it up. Don't spend too much money on it. Like I said, if you have to spend $30-$40, I guess so be it, man. But yeah, man, glad to own this joint right here. This is Compton's Most Wanted. It's a Compton Thang, released in 1990. Alright? That's it, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed that review. Stay tuned for more. Peace.